Hello, my name is Nick, and I am the physical therapist today for Mr. Ben Buger. We are going to be putting him through the Astrand cycle test. It's a sub-max test that will attempt to estimate Ben's VO2 max, something us physical therapists are often quite interested in. So Ben is 25. His estimated max heart rate is going to be 191 for this Astrand cycle test. We want to get into a steady state heart rate. Sub-maximal range. So for Ben, though, that range would be between 115 and 162 beats per minute. So we're getting close to the end of the warm-up here, so I'm going to go ahead and take a couple vital signs here. Start with the heart rate. All right, Ben had a heart rate of 98 beats per minute. And the blood pressure. Awesome. Ben's blood pressure was 135/80. And he's been warming up for the full 5 minutes now, just at an easy workload of 50 watts. And so now I'm going to begin the test. And for Ben, he's a healthy male, and so the workload that we calculated for him is going to be 150 watts. All right, and also the Astrand test does call for rotations per minute, or repetitions per minute, revolutions per minute of, figured it out, of between 50 and 60. So we're gonna have Ben do his best over here to stay within that range during these next 6 minutes. Okay. And that is how long the test is supposed to be administered for. That is if we can get you in that sub-max steady state range. And so the parameters of that is that we need to have two heart rates taken within a minute of each other that are both within 5 beats per minute, one way or the other. And at that point, we can end the test. And I will be monitoring his vitals every 2 to 3 minutes, heart rate, blood pressure, also ratings of perceived exertion. And we're just going to make sure that everything is going smoothly. And Ben, if you have any concerns or if you start getting dizzy, just let me know. We can terminate the test at any time.
Sounds good.
And so another thing, just a little cleanup here. We did have Ben set up already when the video began, but if you were to do this at home or in a clinic, you would want to make sure that the bike is at correct height. So how we determine that is making sure the seat is about at the level of the greater trochanter, which you can easily palpate. And we also took Ben's cardiovascular risk factors. I took an assessment of them. Lucky for him, so far he has none, so he is at low risk for any type of incident, and therefore we did not need a doctor's approval or oversight here to perform this test. And we're coming up on the 2nd minute, so I'm going to go ahead and ask for your wrist. All right, awesome. So Ben's heart rate is at 128 beats per minute at the 2nd minute. And I'm going to take a blood pressure now. (148/80). And if you could point to what you perceive to be exerting right now.
Right here.
All right, right, Ben is pointed to somewhat hard. The number is 13. And one more blood pressure now at minute 3, or excuse me, heart rate. Awesome. Ben's heart rate is 132 beats per minute. And now we'll go ahead and let him just keep chugging along here. And we will measure again heart rate at minute 5 along with the blood pressure and hopefully a final heart rate at minute 6 if he is within that plus or minus 5 beats per minute. You feeling all right today?
We're pretty good.
I'm good? All right, awesome. You seem to be a pretty in-shape individual.
I like to exercise.
Yeah, taking advantage of the great outdoors here in Colorado.
Yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. Got any big plans for the weekend?
Eat a lot of food.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What
Thanksgiving.
type of, oh, yeah.
Turkey.
Coming up. Good thing you're working it off before. Might want to come in and do this test again.
Might need to.
Just staying in town?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got some family here?
Nope.
Oh, who are you having Thanksgiving with yourself?
Eating by myself this week, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Who's gonna cook?
McDonald's.
Oh, that's wow. We're gonna have to work on your nutrition. All right, and we're coming up on minute 5 here, so I'm gonna take another heart rate. All right, so Ben's heart rate is now at 136 beats per minute. And we'll get that blood pressure from you one more time here, Ben.
Okay.
Awesome. You're at 150 over 76. And if I could have you one more time, just tell me, point to which one you believe you're.
I think that one.
All right, one above somewhat hard, and so that is a 14. And let's take that heart rate one more time, and hopefully we will be able to get you off of here. Very good, 136. And so we can go ahead and stop the test. I'm going to go ahead and decrease the workload way down to about 35-30 watts and let Ben cool off here for about 3-5 minutes on the bike. And I'm going to go ahead and continue, I would go ahead and continue taking his heart rate and vitals. I am going to do that, but for the purpose of this video, this is where it ends. And what we're looking for in the cool down is just that Ben's heart rate and blood pressure both return close to the to his resting heart rate of 68 and blood pressure of 116 over 78. And now we'll be able to use these values to go ahead and give a estimated prediction of Ben's VO2 max. Thanks for staying with me for this video. And thank you, Ben.
Thank you.